Now for this course, over these weeks, I'm going to be throwing a lot of poi fu at you. Poi fu is doing poi movements with your arms. These are hugely useful and important for freeing yourself in the poi. It's a really good way to learn, and it's a really good way to get things deeply in your body where you understand them on a really visceral level. And it's kind of like a wax on, wax off thing, or at first it might seem like you really have to do it, but it's awesome. And you're going to see how awesome it is if you do it. So I'm going to throw it out at you, and I really, really, really hope you're all going to play along. We're going to start with what I call poitruvian arms. And that goes like this. Take your right arm. Now, throughout the course, I'm facing you, and often what I'm going to do, and I'll tell you, we're facing each other, and I'm going to mirror you, which means you're looking this way, and I say take your right arm. Right? But I'm facing you, so I'm going to go like this. It's my left arm, but see how we're mirrored? Because you're like this, and I'm like this. And that makes it a lot easier, because it's hard, if I go with my right arm, it's hard to translate, get it all straight. So then when I turn around, I'll switch to my right arm. Because we're both facing the same direction, we're flocking, and it's easy to understand that way. And don't worry, this will make sense when we do it. So take your right arm, right? I'm mirroring you, I'm like your mirror. Put your right arm in front of your nose. So you're going like this, And you're going to just let your hand drift to the back of your head. And it goes right past your ear, like you're listening to a shell, but you're standing tall. But it's like this moment where you're here, it's like you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're going, I love myself, right? You go past your ear to the back of your head. It's kind of like, whew. And your shoulder opens your shoulder. Then you let the hand come up and do a big circle down past your thighs, and it comes back to your nose. And it's a very relaxed movement. So it goes past your ear to the back of the head. Then you relax, just reach, do a big swoop, back to your nose. Past the ear, big swoop, past the nose. Ear, big swoop. Now, like everything we learn, if you try to progress too quickly, you're going to start doing funny things. And I've, again, taught this to many, many, many people. And I see people, if they try to okay, I've got it. And it's not this, right? It's relaxing, going past the ear to the back of the head, relaxing and opening, swoop, past the nose, past the ear, back of the head, open and swoop. So that might take some time. Sometimes the simple, what seems simple can really take practice. And what looks really complicated might be easier than you think. Those both come up in poi. So, I want you to get to where it just flows. If I turn around, it's going to look like this. See, I've switched to my right arm. So we're both facing this way. We both take our right arms. Nose opens to the back of the head. Breathe and reach. Nose, open past the ear, open and reach. The nice thing about this is actually a great warm-up. If you're relaxing and breathing, it really opens your shoulders and lubricates them, and it's actually used by trapeze artists as a warm-up. But again, it's a thing where it's kind of like, it's good if it's your secondary warm-up. First, get your body moving until you start feeling a bit of warmth. Pardon me. It's a good thing about video editing is I'll remember to take that out. All right, so swoop, opening and swoop. Opening and swoop. Take your left arm. See, I'm facing you, so I use my butt. See, we're mirrored, right? Take your left arm. Same thing. Nose, back of the head, open and swoop. Around and swoop. You can go really slow. Nose, listening to it, back of the head. Boom. See, a lot of it will happen on its own. If you reach up and relax, your arm on its own will come down. Your arm on its own, if you relax, will sweep past your knees and it'll swing up to your nose. If you just relax, it'll do it all by itself. Try it. Completely relax. When you reach up, just relax. See if it happens all on its own. Gets to your nose, you listen to it, back of the head. As you're doing all of this, and anything we're doing, come back to your body. Come back to feeling, how's your body feeling? And what you want to do is get rid of some maybe questionable habits. So if you're realizing you're doing this, or this, stand up. Feel like there's a string pulling up the top of your head, so you grow taller. And there's a string right kind of between your between everything that's pulling down. And it kind of straightens your spine a little bit. You're standing tall. The breath comes in easier. Everything's going to feel better and feel and look more graceful if you're remembering that a little bit. So come back to that. And you'll notice too, we'll see. So your left arm, nose, listen, and open. Swoop. Nose, listen, open. Swoop. Nose, listen, open. Ta-da! Until it flows. And that's going to be your homework for the week, is get this to where it flows. And so then you can do this. You can do your left arm, your right arm, go left, right, left, right. And it's okay if that doesn't work yet. We'll get there. Okay, but more important, take your right arm again. Do the opposite. It's going to come up the side. When it gets here, relax, it comes to the back of the head, past the ear, past the nose, and it relaxes down and swoops up. Back of the head, ear, nose, relax and swoop up. Back of the head, ear, nose. And you want big, graceful movements, so don't cut the corners. It swoops past your legs, swoops up. Get to here, to the back of the head. So you don't want to cut to the back of the head. Right, make it as full movement as possible. Past the nose, it swoops down, and it's like drawing a big circle. That doesn't mean I need to pull my arm out of the socket. Right? I want this all to feel good. So the arm's extending, but the shoulder is staying in its socket, back of the head. And so to get that well, again, that's going to take you, you need to play with that. Some people it comes quicker, some people you need to give it a little bit of time. Right? Switch hands. Like your left hand, swoops up, back of the head, ear, past the nose. Up, back of the head, ear, past the nose. Up, back of the head. Make sure you go right past your ear and your nose. And then you relax and swoops. Back of the head, ear, nose, swoops. Back of the head, ear, nose. It swoops. And every time it swoops up, don't cut to your head. Swoop up, and then back of the head. Ear, nose, swoop. So each arm, if I were to face this way, each arm knows how to go down the side and up the side. Right? Swooping down, swooping up, swooping up. Now, each week I'm going to progress with this until we'll be doing two hands, and we're going to be doing turns, and we're going to add poi to it all. Because if you can get these movements into your body, you're going to be able to add poi, right? And all the turns are going to come out of this. And ultimately, you'll be amazed at what comes out of this if you do it. So I really hope you give this the time it deserves. And enjoy.